Have you seen dust coming out of your dust collector and thought, I've got a leak somewhere, how am I going to find it? Well, today we're going to talk about some ways you can find those leaks, and to illustrate this, I'm going to use the example of a top-load pulse jet baghouse, although the same principles will apply to pretty much any type of collector you may have. First, you want to look for obvious visual problems by examining both the clean and dirty sides of the collector if possible. Are there any filters missing, or did they slide from the soap plate like this? Do any of the filters look like the seal has been compromised or damaged? Can you see any holes, tears, or broken seams on the bag? If you can't find the leak after conducting your visual inspection, then we recommend performing a leak test using leak detection powder. Conducting a dye test is not only for filter bags that have been in operation for an extended period of time, but newly installed filters can and should undergo leak testing. So here we have, I want to show you our leak testing kit that you can get in our website. These are the UV glasses. Here I have the black light and also the charger, and here's the powder. So leak powder is an inert color powder that is introduced into the dust stream. It follows the dust through the collector and goes through any leaks that exist into the clean air side of the collector. It leaves a brightly colored trail along its path that becomes very visible under a black light. So what are the steps to conduct a leak test? Well, first you have to identify an injection port on the negative side of the gas stream closest to the baghouse inlet for injecting the fluorescent dye powder. You have to deactivate the baghouse cleaning mechanism while keeping the exhaust fan operational. So this will allow the dust cake to build up, increasing the differential pressure inside the dust collector between the dirty and the clean air sides of the baghouse. And this encourages the leak testing powder to find the points of least resistance, which is the leak points that you're trying to find out. Once this step is completed, turn off the collector and get inside of the clean side of your collector. Close any doors that will allow light in and turn on the black light. You also have to use the black light and the UV filtering glasses to inspect the tube sheet, and you have to inspect the filter bags, the snap bands, where they sit in the tube sheet, and all other areas on the clean air side of the collector that come into contact with the inlet gas stream. Any leaks will cause the fluorescent dye powder to glow under the black UV light, and these are your points of your leaks. It's important to document all filter bag failures on a grid sheet for future reference, like the one that we're showing here. Recurring bag failures in the same area may indicate dust collector system design or operational issues. If the filter was not installed properly, well, you can fix it, snap it into place. But if the filter is damaged, maybe tore at the seam, well, you can replace it with a new filter. That's why it's so important to have spare filters in stock. Leak powder comes in many different colors, so you can retest in a different color when necessary to confirm that all the leaks have been fixed. Always remember to choose a color that will not blend in with your processed dust color. Leak powder typically comes in a case of 4 5-pound buckets. About 1 pound of leak powder is required for every 1,000 square feet of filter cloth in your collector. So if you have any questions, we can provide you with detailed instructions and the calculation of how much powder do you need for your dust collector. Call us today to get this information or to answer any other questions you may have about leak testing.